Hi, I'm Garrett Rogers, Area Manager with ChampionX in St. John's. Today, we're at our local facility located at 310 East White Hills. We partnered with local commodities provider Alpha Chemical in the design, construction, and operation of this facility. When we entered the Newfoundland and Labrador offshore oil and gas market, we did it with two promises. One, we were going to be local by investing in local infrastructure and people. You'll meet some of those folks later on in the video. And secondly, we were going to bring the best that ChampionX had to offer globally in supply chain and manufacturing and account management standards and principles. When we talk about account management, CapEx College is the foundation of those principles. In a minute, you're going to meet Shauna Hollett, a recent MUN graduate from here in Newfoundland who's currently enrolled in our CapEx College training program.
I'm Shauna Hollett, District Representative with ChampionX. I graduated from MUN and started working with ChampionX last year, enrolled in their CapEx College program. CapEx College is a 2-year accelerated account management program that ChampionX offers, which focuses on offshore oil and gas. In my 2 years working with ChampionX, I've been able to take a lot of safety training, technical modules, as well as gaining real experience when working offshore here in Newfoundland and Labrador.
We ask our customers one basic question. Put your hand on the tote and tell us what's inside. The usual response is chemical, but inside of each tote there's so much more. There's years of research and development, as well as our robust supply chain, which includes manufacturing, forecasting, and end-to-end transportation. As we go through the tour, we're going to show you some of these elements, whether it be our QA/QC lab or how we package and ensure zero defect delivery. At the end of the day, our goal is zero accidents, zero incidents, zero environmental releases.
We're here in our QA/QC lab. Everything we do with ChampionX starts with safety. So I want to run through some of the safety features that we have. First being the safety shower and the first aid kit, but we also have our shock cards. So shock cards are an abbreviated SDS that we use prior to handling chemical and in emergency situations.
Hello, my name is Joseph Parmeter. I run the QA/QC lab here at 310. Part of our zero defect delivery, we utilize various different equipment here in the lab. We use pH meters, hydrometers, etc. to ensure that the standards are met with the transloading of chemicals mobilized offshore. Here we have our automatic particle counter, which ensures the cleanliness of the product so it can be injected in umbilical. And over here we have our FTIR unit. So what FTIR stands for is Fourier Transform Infrared Spectrometer. What this piece of equipment is used for is that every chemical that we transload has a unique fingerprint, and this ensures that it's meeting the fingerprint that it's originally sent to us. And finally, here's where we keep our retained samples. We keep our retained samples in case that if there was a challenge to come up, we can pull the retained samples that they're looking for just to ensure that the chemical that was sent meets the specs.
Now we're in our warehouse. The entire facility is fit for purpose to meet today's Newfoundland and Labrador offshore oil and gas market. We talk about safety and environment a lot. Inside of our explosion-proof facility here, we also have sprinklers all around, as well as the air turnover to ensure that there's no residual fumes in the facility.
In our warehouse, we have our chemicals safely segregated from class 3 and above in our main area, and behind me we have our class 2 flammable storage area.
Finishing off the zero defect delivery from end to end, the last part is when it arrives at your facility, when it's put into a base tank. We operate with TOTO fittings, meaning there's a specially keyed TOTO on each tote we deliver offshore, key to a TOTO fitting on the base tank offshore, ensuring that there's no chemical contamination by mixing of two chemicals. We're outside at our bulk tank farm where we have two 60,000 liter bulk tanks with the potential to expand another 6. Over here are our scales where we fill and weigh D&D certified totes before they're shipped offshore for usage. This is the rest of our yard where we house our totes, either empty, ready to be filled, or filled and ready to be mobilized offshore. Being environmental stewards is very important to us at ChampionX and Alpha Chemical. In it, we designed our facility to be 100% self-contained, meaning if there were any incident, we could contain ourselves here at the facility. Thank you for taking the virtual tour of our facility with us. We told you a little bit about us, how we entered the Newfoundland and Labrador offshore oil and gas market, introduced you to some of our people, showed you the QA/QC lab in our local operations. I want to take a moment to invite any of you to give us a call. Come visit us at 310 East White Hills. And thank you, Noya, for being such a great partner as we've entered this market.